Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm recording my first YouTube video for my new channel, Sarah Elizabeth Galoo Health. And I guess I wanted to do a little intro, but I also, just before I do that, want to show you a little bit of a haul because I want to share what I'm passionate about health-wise on this channel. And I don't know if everybody that knew me over at Mo Moon, my other channel, Moharet Jezebel Morgan Moon, well, that channel is more geared towards her journey and what she's learned. And this journey of health and fitness and wellness and balance, and just everything related to the body, and not so much witchcraft or dark arts or tarot or learning about the Sabbats. Like, this is a channel that I want to dedicate Sarah Elizabeth Galoo Health. I want to dedicate this channel to what I'm learning now. So if some of you are coming from my other channel, welcome back. I hope that you can see this other side of myself. This is my given name, Sarah Elizabeth Galoo. So you know, I'm just learning to embrace her again, because she felt shamed because she was me when I was a Christian, and she was also really a good person. So I thought I would try to channel her again, and just I have goals with my fitness, and I want to share information that pertains to health, wellness, bodybuilding, balance, the mind, you know, as we study it through psychology, and just, you know, so I'm not going to talk too long. I'm drinking BCAAs, which is branched chain amino acids, with EAAs, which is essential amino acids, as well as glutamine and creatine. So glutamine is good for repairing tissues and improving gut flora, so helping with gut health. And creatine is found in red meats, and it's also something that your muscles need for recovery. So that's why I'm taking these. And then branched chain amino acids and essential amino acids are the building blocks of protein. So when you are working out strenuously, like I am at this time, doing my best, but you need that kind of supplementation to really be at your optimum fitness, you know. So I guess I will show you what I bought today. Well, I didn't take a sip. It's really good too. It's tangerine. Cheers to this new channel, Sarah Elizabeth Galoo Health. All right, so we're not that, I thought this was like longer than this, but yeah, it's not too long. Sorry for the close-ups, but you know, it is what it is. I bought these 3 things at Walmart. So I'm so used to buying secondhand things, and I do have a lot of secondhand athletic clothing that I've gotten at secondhand thrift stores. So this one I got was a size medium, and it has a zipper on it, and it zips up in the front. It's black, and it was $18 Canadian. But if you buy a secondhand bra at a secondhand store these days, they're usually anywhere between, I would say, $10 to like go as high as like $15. So this one was $18, and it's brand new, and I really like the style. So $18, see? And I really like the style. Like I said, the zip in the front is really nice, and black goes with everything. So I got that one in medium because I'm a medium up here. And then I got this shirt in a size small because I like my workout shirts to be fitted. And I guess just fitted in general looks, you know, pretty good on me. So this one is like a coral color, like a corally peach color. And it has the short sleeves, so that accentuates the shoulder. And it's got the buttons in the front, so it goes down low here. And I like that because I like to show off my well, both my tattoos and the work I've done on my chest as far as like exercise goes, because I've never had a breast augmentation. But I thought about it, but never got it done. So this one was $12 in the coral color at Walmart's. And then the last one I got, which is my favorite, is this green one. And it's like an emerald grass, dark forest green. Like, it's really nice. And I love this color. I just think like it's just such a spring color. And I have a pair of leggings that go with it because they're the same color. A pair of secondhand leggings that are this color that I got at a secondhand store. And so this one's a new one as well. I got it at Walmart, like the other ones, the other two that I just showed you, the coral one and the black bra with the zip in the front. So this one was $12 as well. And you know, as far as shirts go, I got a lot of my exercise shirts from secondhand stores again. And I really like this color, and I wanted to wear a pair of leggings that were this color with the same color bra, because I'm following somebody here on YouTube. Her name is Laura Lee Chapados, and she is a bikini Olympian. So she's very inspirational, excuse me, to me right now. It's really funny, but, and maybe this is more of the Mo Moon side coming out of me, which I love her too. It's not to say that this channel is separate from my other channel, Mo Moon. This channel, Sarah Elizabeth Glue Health, is just for those of you who aren't interested in learning about what's in my gym bag. That's one of the ideas that I have for a video, or maybe talking a little bit about the branched chain amino acids in more detail as I learn about it myself and as I experience its effects in my body. So I would stand up, but let's be honest, you guys will see me soon, you know, around my new, I have a new Instagram as well. It's at Sarah Glue Health, I think. Yeah. And it's a totally different side from what Mo Moon is. And I embrace both. You know, I have many, I don't know what you want to call them, like, I just tap into a lot of different parts of my brain, and that's kind of what glutamine's for as well. Glutamine is for like mental health as well, because your brain is also made out of tissues, and so it also needs to heal from trauma, you know, or, you know, just things that, free radicals, you know, things that destroy. Cheers to that. Anyways, I'm not a doctor by any means. If you want like the total chemical explanation for those things, I mean, you could probably go into a lot more detail about what the glutamine does with the tissue, how it responds to the tissue, how it helps the tissue. Like, I don't know all about that, but just know that from my experience, it's been really good for me recovery wise, because when you work out a lot, it's also mentally, it can be mentally challenging just to like push parts of your brain to keep going despite the pain, you know, like that's what bodybuilding is. It's like not giving up just because something feels difficult, or because it hurts you, or because your muscles sore after you did it. a lot of times there will be soreness. I mean, I've experienced a lot of soreness, and I feel like the glutamine and even the creatine, which helps with the red blood vessels, I'm sure. Well, because glutamine helps with the indigestion, and indigestion is made of tissues, and those tissues also probably need continuous regeneration, because we're dying, right? We're all dying. Like, I know it's not easy to think about it like that, but as we age, it's science that they tell you that you lose your muscle mass, you lose your bone mass, so it's these supplements that I'm taking. You can take them too if you feel comfortable with that, but I just don't want you just to take my word for it. Like, maybe if you really feel concerned about taking it, but you kind of want to, you could go ask your doctor if you have one, or I mean, at best you could Google the information for yourself. But that's how I'm learning. Like, I'm learning through Googling things as well, not just feeling them in my body and feeling their positive effects as far as keeping my muscle mass. Like, because I want to train for a competition. That's the thing. Like, I'm 7 months out from a competition that I want to do here in Montreal, Quebec, and I'm going to be competing. I'm starting to practice the posing for bikinis. So I did do figure, and figure is always going to have a really special place in my heart, as well as the people that inspired me when I was training to look like a figure athlete. So people like Larissa Rice, she had an edge to her, but she was a bodybuilder and she looked phenomenal, and now she's chasing mental health. And I don't quote me on that, but from what I see on her Instagram profile, she's really given into discovering how to find peace within herself. And I think that's a very beautiful transition to make, because I had to make it too as Mo Moon. When Mo Moon took over for me, and she was my witch self, and she was discovering. It's been about 6 years now. I've been like focused on just the witch's path. From being a Christian, and it's funny because I've kind of come full circle now, like, just to kind of give you more of an introduction about this channel and why I'm creating it. All that cliffothic work that I did, and continue to do now, although it's not as important now because I've already made it to Thaumael. But I'm continuing to study on my way down. Return from Thaumael is what I'm recording over on Mo Moon, and I will continue to record Mo Moon content over there. But I just thought I'd open another channel, just kind of honoring, me as I was born into this world with my given name from my mother and my father, and the name that my family knows me as, So this is kind of more of like a dive into my personal life, I guess, because I've always been interested in health and fitness. I started working out when I was 15 years old, and I started working out at home, in my bedroom. And it just went from there to jogging outside, to joining a gym for jogging in the winter, to starting to work out, starting to build my cardio capacity, my strength, the base muscles that, needed to be activated, through weights. I started to do weights. I started to work out my lower body, but I didn't work out my upper body for quite a few years. And then finally I started bodybuilding, and I was bodybuilding my lower body a lot, but I was afraid to go over to the other side where the upper body was trained, because I went to a gym called Monster Gym, and everybody there was jacked, and I just didn't feel comfortable going over to that side where all the jack guys were to work up my upper body. So I had to kind of buy magazines. I bought bodybuilding magazines, with the big bodybuilders on them. And I would look at the magazines, and I would look at the workouts that they were doing. And I would teach myself through the articles in the magazine a little bit about bodybuilding. And I started to feel confident with my knowledge. So I decided to go over to the upper body side, to exercise my body for the first time, you know, and to be around huge bodybuilding men with the confidence that I had a good base about what bodybuilding entailed and what the mentality behind bodybuilding actually is. Because when you think of bodybuilding, you might just think about those huge bodybuilding men. You know, that's what bodybuilding is. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, one of the founders and leaders in this what would you call it, kind of like a subject, I guess, the subject of health and fitness within bodybuilding, and just the mentality behind that, because bodybuilding is a whole mentality. Like, it's not just about, you know, the things that people consider bad, like taking steroids, you know, or whatever, maybe taking supplements like the ones that I take, like the BCAAs with the EAAs and the glutamine and the creatine. Like, some people have this mentality that it's not good for you, that it's all chemicals. But I mean, if you are like me, who's doing a bikini competition now instead of figure, you know, it's because in order to do figure, I did have to take a very small amount of steroids, a very, very small amount, once a week, you know, and I didn't take it for long. It must have been about 6 months. And because I already had that history of weightlifting and, you know, training my muscles, as well as my mind, because they go together. I think one of the things that I said in my other channel, Moon, was that a strong body is strong magic. So do I still practice magic? I don't really think that's anybody's business, to be honest. I think that's one of the things that, as Sarah Elizabeth Glue, I don't want to talk about that here. Like, I'll talk about it over on Moon if you're interested, if I think about it. But I guess this video was just to show you my haul, to give a little bit of an introduction to why the channel, and, you know, I am Sarah Elizabeth Glue, you know, and just kind of allowing you to dip your feet in and see if you want to subscribe to the channel. There's no hard feelings if you don't. But this is a whole other side of me that's coming back to my roots, as somebody who exercised from 15 years old, but who was raised in, you know, a religion that is against what I practice now as Moon. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to leave a comment, I would be happy to hear from you. And when I do get a chance, and when I know what to say back to you, I will send you back a message. I don't always know what to say right away. I must be honest. It's really nice to hear comments from people, and I like to kind of, if I'm going to leave one comment back to you, I kind of want it to actually be something that I thought about how I was going to answer you, you know, because you deserve a good response if you're going to take the time to leave a comment on my videos. So anyways, I will see you soon. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday, of course. And if I see you around, don't feel shy to come up and say hi. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.